So I was trying to do some animation signaling here. I think the thing I was looking at here was using action for this. Return subscription. This wraps it for some reason. I don't know. So here's what we're gonna try. I could probably just leave all that there and just have like a public action. What do I do here? Public event. What does event do? Probably. Ooh. Which action is it? Is it system.action? Like this one would make the most sense to me. I don't know, but maybe not, right? Maybe the Unity one is the most compatible one. System. Okay, no, they're using system, so it must be system. And then I would just say oh, on animation complete, on animation finished. We should rename this. Animation completed. And name them the same thing. And then this might not even need. Also don't know if it's gonna answer any of my problems here. Probably have to look this up online. So what I was gonna do here is then go to, we have to go to, we have to open our guy and under hero, no, sorry, that's under scripts. Mobs, heroes, right? And then when I get my sprite, I hit play. Actually, that doesn't really matter. Only thing that matters here is what I call here on animation complete, which I could still do. Let's also see. Okay, so that's kind of the best we can do there, I think. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Add, remove. And then the other thing that we got to do here do after current animation. This probably should just, where do we actually use this? Oh, the poof release. I'm gonna leave that because I don't know, presumably that's working. I haven't tested the poof mechanic in a while though. Void. I think what I need here is a get. Maybe. Maybe a get only property. Oh. That does make it tricky. Where's my animation signal, right? Yeah, so I could do it, but it is a little bit weird. The public event action. Yes. Now, why doesn't it like this? And not resolve symbol. It's right there. Bingo. Unexpected token. Did I not write this correctly? Right. Wait, how is this written? The exact same way. Public event action. Appear on the left side of a plus equals or a minus equals. How do I forward this? Okay, I got it. So I don't expose it there. I just expose a method to add a subscription. Ah. Why doesn't that work? The types aren't the same. System.action. Fair. And then what would I do here? Back sword comes first, right? How was I even using this? How was I trying? I was using this in a play function, wasn't I? Yeah, I was checking it was ready and using play in the play function. Play animation. Oh, I gotcha. Or I can have play animation when completed, and then hero animation state, like actually encapsulate it. Where'd my function go, bro? Right, and then this would be whoa, I don't know what that was. Actually, actually, cool. And then I think my moving hero input state, wherever I play animation. Ah, but my hero is an I hero, which has no idea about play animation when completed. Until now. Till now, brothers and sisters. Let's go. Oh my god, it's so fast. Where's my... I need to find my resistance bands and do some exercises in between. Oh no, compiler errors. Fake hero. Oh yeah, fair. Fake hero does not implement this. Boom. That might be the only one, actually. Yeah, because I don't think anything else was totally a whack. I don't know why that happens. Let's see how crazy AI can be here. Most likely the cause is your state animator being constructed with a null animator reference, not that play itself is making it null. This is where the reference is captured. If animator is null there, everything later will blow up. MPE is the Java version of NRE, I think. Most likely because it's the line this. But you never remove it. Oh. Oh, right. I have to remove it after. Yep, that's very fair. Come on, bruh. There it is. That's wild that you could even do that, by the way. It was definitely not initialized. Right? That completely... Oh. It's weird that they allow that. There we go. That makes it a one-shot. I think that's what the disposable abstraction did, that they were doing it. Okay. What's the stack trace for this? this line from here. So something I thought of also is that we're calling this method, like it might be better. Like I can call this method because I'm in this class, but it might be better to pass a reference to this class because we're doing something asynchronously here. Right? Right? So I'm not really sure how this works in C#. If that means that this action now holds a reference to this class. More likely an event subscription leaked and a missing animator. That's the same thing that I have. Actually, don't even know how I would do that. Yes, that pattern is a fine in principle. The problem is usually not calling a method on the class from sign action, but the problem is when the action runs. Your action is executed later after the animation completes. By that time, the hero may have changed state, the hero object may have been destroyed or disabled, the animator reference may no longer be valid, the callback may have been left to describe too long. Usually no need if the callback is already defined inside the object and uses this naturally. But if the callback is created elsewhere, remove the subscription after fires, which I do. Check object validity. Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not removing the subscription, but I think I am. Right? Like, for example, let's go here. Because what I might be doing is I might be creating multiple subscriptions, and one of the previous ones that's not getting cleaned up is getting called, even though I think I'm cleaning it up. So what I can do, I guess what I can do, right, let's cheat a little bit. This is just to help us debug. Well, that's still not going to help us because this should work. This will probably work, right? Is the only issue. That's the only problem. Like doing this with the numbers, incrementing and decrementing it might work, and even that might not be like a threads. That's probably not a thread safe thing to do either. So that's probably also not reliable. Right, mutating the class from inside an event closure. There it goes. Yeah, you see? It's adding multiples. It's adding multiples. That's the problem. I got it. It just keeps adding them before. It's adding them before this thing gets executed, is what's happening. Oh. Because we don't. That's why. Can we assign it to null? How do I remove it? We can't assign it. I don't know if I even worded that right. So maybe the better way to do this is fully encapsulate that in here. And then I don't know. Just kind of guessing here, stabbing at it in the dark. Stabbing in the dark. Well, that's weird. It seemed to work at first. It's still hitting it. Oh, maybe what I need to do is not... I don't always need to do this, right? Maybe what I need to do is just change play animation to say, hey, if dot is ready, else no, right? Maybe that's the better way to do it. like queue when needed sort of a thing, not all the time. Oh, and then no, when I say that it is ready here when once we invoke it. So that should always happen. I hate this. It's such a dumb problem. Idle's never going to complete. Play animation front swing. Oh, I never changed moving hero input state. Use just play animation. Yeah, I think that should work. Nope. As soon as I try to move, it fails. So let's see. I think it's saying that the animator is null. Which comes from here. Which is when it supposedly is ready. Ugh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Let's look it up. Let's see. Let's actually make a new profile here. Right, and we'll say Unity. Wait for animation to finish. Or let's say Unity prevent animation from interrupting. Yeah. To prevent an animation from being interrupted in Unity, you need to configure the transition settings in the animator controller. Enable has exit time on the transition leading into the animation. This ensures the animation plays to completion before any interruption can occur. Set the exit time value to a normalized time. I'm not using those vertices as a thing. Set the exit time value to a normalized time to allow the full animation to play. If the animation is triggered from any state, and add a condition like is playing critical animation to transition to prevent unwanted interruptions. As exit time to an exit time. We could try that though. Like if I go to here and I go to backswing. Oh, but that's in the animator controller. Like that has exit time. I don't think happens unless I have these things connected. Right? If there's a speed, transitions. There's no transitions. Why am I stuck? Like that has exit time, I think is on the vertex, no? Yeah, it's right on here. Has exit time. Has exit time. That's crazy. Everything's just broken. Everything is broken. That's my theme song. Everything's broken. Why is everything so broken? Huh. Right. Because we're not always going to want to play when the animation's completed. I got it. Well, I mean, this should also, I mean, this honestly should just work. Yeah, because if I do this, it's just never going to cue it, right? It's always going to interrupt it. I don't know. I can't walk anymore. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me go get those bands real quick. it's right here. I'm like looking all around for this thing. It's right in front of my face. Yeah, this pen has a very light amount of resistance. Clip this down. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Does help a lot though. Coming from here. Which comes from on move. Let me take a quick look at all my changes here. I'm ready to just axe all my changes. Ah, that wasn't there before. It was on the on fixed update, which also probably isn't right. So let's do this. Right? And see what things look like now. And now this, I think the change was this. Let me get rid of that. That fixes the multiple audio listeners issue. Let's commit that. Whoa, what changed here? I didn't change anything here. The editor, I guess, cached the changes. That's fine. So we're just going to get rid of this. This can also be rolled back. The whole thing. What do you... Okay, so with this, these sort of work independently. And this works. The problem is when we're running and moving at the same time. Sorry. To implement running and attacking, you primarily use the animation controller. Okay, animation layers. Simultaneously running and attacking, you can use a secondary layer for the upper body's attack animation, while the base layer continues running the animation for the lower bodies. Well, that's interesting. Animation layer. Right, this set trigger stuff. This stuff was a pain in the neck. This stuff was a real pain in the neck from what I remember. Because it seemed like triggers just don't work the way they're supposed to. My volume is not coming through the right speakers. First off, turn the volume down. Second, here we go. How old is this? 1 year ago. Hmm. No, he's gonna call it from an event. Hmm. Hmm. This might be worth watching. Oh. The heck? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's checking to see if the shift key is held, and he's using shift as a run. Bro's got some weird logic, but that's okay. Gotta respect him for not wanting to nest his if statements. I guess. We'll blend trees. I wonder if I could use that. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you just set it on the animator. Trigger. Every time I use triggers, they don't work though. Ugh. 'That was interesting. When running and attacking animation simultaneously in 2D, you have two primary methods: using an animation layers with masks or creating a single combined run attack sprite sequence. Recommended for complex rigs. Your character is made up of separate sprites or has a bone structure. Allows the other upper body to play the attack animation while the lower body continues to run animation. Simpler for frame by frame sprite sheets. If you're using a simple complete sprite sheet where the character is a single image, you may need dedicated sprites for every combined action. Design will require sprite art that explicitly depicts the character running while attacking simultaneously. Then it would add a run attack animation. Back animation and movement lock. I know this guy's voice. Oh my god. I might have to go back to using the animation controller like the way it's supposed to be used. I think this is where I got the idea from 2 years ago. Where's the layers and animation locking? Oh. That is what I wanted. I wanted a flag to say if it's overridable or not. Mm-hmm. So his thing's a little bit more complicated. He's got layers. So I need to make it. Um, let's just try playing with that idea of making this uninterruptible. That's it, uninterruptible. So what I would do then, I strongly suggest you Bardent 2D series. It's a lot less complicated. Very clean architecture. What's up, Sneaky Snakes? They can take a look. What was the name? Bardent 2D. Shitty platformer controller series. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Not too easy to find, but I think this is it. Right? I'll check that out later. So I think what I need to do is just have a simple lock and unlock, and we'll just lock the attack animations and call it a day. So what I think I want to do is play animation. He has 2 series about it. Actually, I could just make this 1. And then my hero. Right? And then this will go like this. And then this will go like this. And then what? Or do after. Does it have to come here? Probably should. Right? Because this thing, this state animator should probably keep track of whether or not it's locked. So yeah, sure. I'm not going to put a default value in it though. I don't know if we need to. Then we'll have is locked. But we don't want to return. I think we want to say if it's locked, we want to queue the animation. Actually, this might be fine. Because this might be fine because my walk animation is going to fire as long as you're holding down the button anyways. Right? And then front sword. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right? As long as I'm solving the problem that I have right now. I think that's fine. And for that matter, I made this a Boolean. But oh, I see. But I think I'd rather have them be two different functions. Oh, we never unlock it. And so no animation ever plays ever again is what's happening. Oh. I don't know. It kind of works. Might be mixing up semantics here. Oh, but it makes my stuff work, and that's all I care about. I mean, it's not perfect. I wish it was a little bit better. The only other thing I would change here is well, let me do this. And I don't even use this animation signal, right? Only thing I would change here is the signature here, but let's just commit this for now. So it's not great, but it's something. And then the other thing that I would change, that was like a proof of concept. I think it's better to have a separate method. So instead of doing this, play animation and lock. Good job. Thank you. Because having like a separate method, I mean, this is good enough for me, I think. Having a separate method is a little bit more clear than this signature, I think. Also, keyboard. Let me change my keyboard settings. Function key. Function keys. Yeah, let's just use function keys as function keys. I hate having to press 2 buttons to get 1 button's worth of buttons. Oh, I see. Let's just go like this. That'll get us the 1, right? Oops. Right, and then this has the same problem. Go like that. How do we fix this? Because what I'm thinking is, if I create another method here, there might be some duplication, versus if I leave this in one method that branches. Let's try it out and see what it looks like. Play and lock. which means this will always skip. If should lock, this should always lock. Oh. Okay, that's not actually as crazy as I thought it would be. Oh, it's actually a lot cleaner. And play and lock doesn't care if it's already locked. That's where the gold is, right here, overriding. That's where the usefulness of this code comment comes from, overriding any other locked animations. Right, and then that's fine, because so then this animation, right, and lock. That becomes play and lock with no Boolean. Because like, and I'm missing something somewhere. I'm positive. Let's check for compilation errors. Because like, what's it called? IntelliJ will show us the name of the parameter, and it'll show us like, it'll label the Boolean for us. But you don't have that in all editors, so I think it's better to just have a cleaner API instead of passing a Boolean for it. Yeah. And I think the reason why this doesn't work is probably because the states keep changing. If I go into here, it's constantly pulling at me out of that state. So how can I check that? Basically, I want to say don't leave the attack state. I think is what I want to say. Like, don't leave the attack state until the animation finishes. Like, I need to lock the state also, and then I think it'll clean up the animation. Yeah, refactor. Clean up Animation API into separate methods for locking and regular playing. And let's just double check what we touched. I thought, oh right, because I fixed it by making default parameters, default values. So I don't have to go into the villain scripts and update them, because I fixed it in the other one by adding a default Boolean. I guess it's actually pretty clever. Makes my refactoring here a little bit less. Because the motor moves the character, so we don't need to be in a running state to actually change the state. We can leave him in an attack state, right? On move. See, this sets, sorry, on move. Oh, on move actually doesn't change the state. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Do not destroy. Wish I knew where that was. I think I can just do this though, right? Oh, this arrow. That's what I need to press. Do not destroy. Debug view. Let's turn this sucker on. And then we can go back to here. Yeah, he's in run input state. So I think what I need to do, oh, actually, that's probably in front state on move. Yeah, it's changing us to run. So I think we just remove that. And then back sword state, we do the same thing. And that'll prevent us from going to that move state. This, after a short delay, would take us into the idle state. So let's see. Oh. Boom. Yes, I'm okay with this, and that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. That is the exact behavior that I wanted. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh, it's so, so good. Now, this still kind of leaves a question of, should my attacks give any forward velocity, or should I just stand still? Oh, but that's so much better. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. Actually, same thing. Hero, attack, animation, fix, fix, run animation overrides attack animation. Sick. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh, do I not have? Oh, I don't have Obsidian installed. That's crazy. Which means maybe I don't have my notes on this computer. Oh, I do have my notes on here. That's crazy. I must have never opened them before. Cool. And then we can go to projects. Oh, that's not how you get there. This one. I think wall jump feels better. I didn't even put a thing for this. Fix attack animation. Attack and run animations. That'll go to daily done. I do need to make a whole bunch of sounds. Which I'm probably not going to work on sound on stream. I don't know. I mean, I could. No, it's probably better not to. This mic's not hooked up to this computer. I'd have to do some finagling. Is it not possible? Wait, hold on. Which map is this? This is the one where I come down from up there. Okay. And maybe field of vision. Weak camera angles. Like, and let me just put a note here. Character size feels good, but Can't see enough of the environment. Right? Oh, the jumping feels so much better. It's still not perfect, but it feels much more controllable than it did before. So cool. Okay. And then what? We were talking about camera angles. So let me go to the cameras. Camera manager. Probably the main camera. This may be what it is. Right. Let's try to fool around with it in play mode. I have scene camera, group camera, main camera, size 3. Oh, I'm doing something dynamic here. But how do I set that? I don't remember how this thing works. Cinemachine Brain. Orthographic sounds right. Group camera. Confiner. Okay, that's right. I have a confiner. I remember making that. Following this. Lens ortho size. That's probably the one. No, it's not changing though. So I don't think it's this one. Radius. Wait. Radius, I think, is how far you're supposed to go from the other character in order for it to trigger. Yeah, I don't think I can change any of that. I think all that updates automatically. I forget how to tweak this. It's normally you would change this, right? But this might be in a script somewhere. Camera manager. Camera manager script. There we go. Threshold 10. Player cameras. What's threshold? Threshold might be the distance of how far you have to go. Let's look at my camera manager script and see if I can figure out what's going on. I think, yes, activate cameras. Yes, camera size is greater than threshold. What's camera size? Is main camera target group. Sphere.radius. That's kind of floating out in the middle of nowhere here. Let's move that up here. Target group.sphere.radius. Activate camera. Set active. Oh, I see. When camera size is greater than threshold, and camera size is sphere.radius on the target group. Right, which creates a sphere between the two players. Right, so threshold is the distance. So that was right. Tooltip. But what's controlling the actual size of my player? I can see it's zooming in. Why is it zooming in so much? My tooltip's not showing up. Bruh. Cut me some slack. Maybe it doesn't show up in play mode. No. It doesn't show up in play mode. Well, that's fine. So scene camera. Camera group. Position mode. Group center. Manual. Rotation mode. So center group average. Update method, fixed update, that's fine. Oh, so maybe it's the radius on this. I think that's what does it, but I tried changing that dynamically and it didn't change anything, right? Yeah, radius 1. It definitely has something to do with this size though. Camera group, follow the, I see. Lens ortho size. It's probably something to do with that. It probably just is an update. Yeah. Probably just does an update. No, it's the same size, right? Because when I go here, it still chunks down to 3. Even though here I set it to 10. Now I can't set it back? What the heck? It's stuck. Bruh. Oh, group camera. Here, that's why. Five is probably too close, but 6 or 7 is probably good. Like, that's probably a good amount. But it's zooming in too far. Let's search. Cinemachine. Zooming in too far. Can occur due to incorrect camera distance settings, improper use of the framing transposer, or conflicts with the components like confiner or pixel camera. Adjust camera distance. Modify the camera distance property of the transposer. Oh, via script. Well, maybe, yeah. Let's take a look at the transposer. I did see something like that in here. Framing transposer. Oh, minimum ortho size, maximum ortho size. Oh, so maybe it's the minimum ortho size that has to be changed. Let's update that to 7. Not even close, dude. Framing transposer. It probably does have something to do with this, though. Oh, camera distance. These don't seem to do anything. That did change something, but it's still zooming in. My guess is the camera distance. Oh no. Huh. Ortho size. Priority 10. Framing transposer. So it's probably something to do with this. Camera size doesn't seem to affect it. I hit revert, it went back to 100. It was on 10. Main camera. Oh, I swear I can't even change. I think it just takes whatever this thing takes. Main camera, yep. I say do nothing. Nope, I don't know. So framing transposer. So let's go back to here. That's fine. Oh, true. Is it using this one? That's what I forgot. Because there's a group camera and there's another main camera, right? So it's not that one. Right? It's not this camera. The camera it's using is the main camera, which I can't change. The brain. Or camera group. I think it's using this. Group center, group average. Radius. Okay. Yeah, here's the radius. Now the radius is still... Huh. Update camera for player. Object at layer, culling mask. Object's name. Virtual camera. Camera layer. I don't know what this radius does. Apparently it does nothing. They doubled it. That time it didn't even zoom in. Oops, which it's been doing, right? Let's see. Yeah. So it does have an effect. And now if I put it back like this, I think it'll zoom in. Yeah, see that? Cinemachine group zoom. Cinemachine group framing component is a component used to achieve zoom and framing behavior for multiple targets within a Cinemachine target group. It dynamically adjusts the camera's position, or FOV, to keep the group targets framed at the desired size on screen. Framing size defines how much of the screen the targets should occupy. 1 fills the screen, 0.5 is half. Okay, framing size. I have to look for something that says framing size. Oversized window, priority, ortho size. I don't see anything with framing size on it. Weight, rotational mode, position mode. That's my script. Oh, wait. Does this have a camera on it? Follow camera right here. Ortho size. That's it. Even 5 is good. 5 is probably really good. Okay, I think that's what I had to update. Sick. Okay, that's so much better. Okay, so now I know how to adjust it. It was on 3. Let's try 4. Yeah, it's probably a little bit more comfortable. Like, we can still see stuff here. Know where we are. And it's not too confusing. We're not like completely lost. Yep. Ah, see, oh, well, that's a bug. We shouldn't be able to jump while we're in the air here. Oh, it's not a bug. I have double jump right now. Normally I wouldn't have double jump on. Oh, no, wait, max jumps is 1. Okay, so my jump is bugged. That's fine, we can fix that. Oh wait, I thought that's supposed to go down. Is this supposed to go down to the next map? I don't know. Also, death animation isn't playing right. So, hero, camera. That's cool. We can move this up a bit. I don't know if this means that there are spaces or that there aren't. Let's take a look. There are spaces. Why are there spaces here? Why does this, like, so I don't understand, right? Like, Rider is so great. Why can't it just erase the spaces? I just don't get it. Remove white space on blank lines. It's right there. Backup files before saving. Key map editor. I do not get it. I have to Google it. Rider. Strip trailing spaces. That's what they call it. Trailing spaces. I guess it was my other computer I did it. Trailing blank lines at the end of files, no, that's fine. It's not removing them. There we go. Now I got him. No. What? Oh. Yeah, true. Sorry. My brain. Okay, that just means I need a break. That just means I need a break, you guys. It's time to eat lunch and take a walk. Me not realizing that this thing was actually right there. It's craziness. I thought, yeah, I don't know. My brain's broken. Okay, let's take a look at this. Changes here. Camera manager. Clean up. Move field to top and add tooltip to threshold property. I guess it's a field. And this is fine. Okay, cool. We did get a bunch of stuff done today that I'm happy about. The other thing that we do need to tweak or test maybe is the boss battle camera angle. This could be a split thing. I'll add this as a separate ticket. Let's put this as done. And then the next thing I'm going to put is dynamic camera angles. Question mark. So explore the idea of using dynamic camera ortho size based on environmental triggers. Make boss battles easier to manage. Make certain levels easier or more difficult to manage, right? Use an LDTK trigger. Change the angles dynamically. Change the ortho size dynamically at runtime. Player camera. Player is on the Ninja object. Because I know I'm going to forget that. Like that. Nope. Cool. I'm going to wrap it up. I am losing energy. I need to eat, take a walk, take a nap, probably work out, and then come back later. We'll be streaming games tonight. I'll be playing Resident Evil. And that's about it. I'll catch you guys later. This was good. We're getting some mildly frustrating things cleaned up, which is good. Good. I think I can keep moving forward with my current code base, basically. Although I do want to explore a rewrite when I do the next version of this game. I just need to like learn more and figure out like what's easy to work with and what's difficult to work with, and then you know, try to simplify things in the next version. That way I can make things easier.